Hey folks, it's the Red, and welcome back to Let's Play Shantae and the Seven Sirens. In the last part, we just rescued Plink from the first labyrinth of the game, and now we need to figure out a way to find a fusion stone so that we can get her magic. But before we can do any of that, we need to get back to the surface. And thanks to our new Newt ability, we'll be able to do exactly that. Just need to backtrack a little ways here. Get past all these enemies again. Yes, as with other Shantae games, we're going to be doing a lot of back and forth. Yeah, just wait till we get to the cleanup. Anyway, here we've got ourselves a nice opening in the ceiling, so we can use our Newt and climb our way back up. Slowly but surely we'll make our way to the top, and we can get this chest along the way, and grab ourselves another nugget. The networking tubes can make this place feel like a labyrinth in itself. There's certainly a lot to see around here. Mindful of the enemies around here, and if we take a quick peek over here, we found the computer room. Someone go let Vector know. We can't interact with it in any way, so it's just kind of here for decoration. But what do you suppose a sunken city has a big, complex computer like that for anyway? Mysterious. Anyway, we'll continue to use Newt to climb our way to the top. Tall, ain't it? And now we're back on the tour route, where we originally came and fell through the floor. That was just a couple of screens up ahead. Just beyond where this slime is, in fact.
Oh,
yeah, that's the way to the room with the blocks that we weren't supposed to remove. Oops. Yeah, to dispatch those slimes, it really doesn't matter what kind of attack you do. They take the same number of hits regardless, so it's not an enemy that goes down with any particular amount of damage. So they're kind of unique in that regard. Anyway, we're almost to the top now. And we're back in town. Let's see who's got any information for us, as we should try talking to anyone, as Plink suggested. This person looks pretty important, but first we're gonna go in here. There's Plink waiting for us in the studio. Any luck finding a fusion stone? With it, we'll be able to combine our magic and save harmony in the others. Right, so once we get that fusion stone, we'll be sure to come back over here. An unusual woman just arrived in town. She has very large goggles. You can't miss her. You should talk to her right away. Will do, but first, let's go check in with Sky. She can usually direct us where we need to go. She's historically done that, but,
What do you want?
Look at you. Just lying about. It's called a vacation.
You're no help.
Where's Bolo? Gone. Off to find his own room. Well, that's not particularly helpful. I sure hope this isn't going to become a trend for you. Sheesh. Anyway, might as well top off our health and magic while we're here. Now let's go find that lady with the big goggles. She's hanging out here in the shop.
Hello, young miss.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am a deep-sea explorer. My mission is to study the history of this island with my crew. Our vessel, the Metal Fish, is a deep-sea submersible. It's docked near a trench off the island's east side. I want to learn the secret origins of the sunken city. Who built it, and why? What made it sink? And most importantly, could it still contain life? Can confirm there is life down there. It all hates me. To continue my research, I require 2 arthropod life forms. One from the high elevation cesspools off to the island's west side, and another collected from sea level, ideally from the east side. And before you ask, I do know my east from my west. Don't you dare bring me 2 west arthropods, I will know! If you find 2 arthropod life forms, please bring them to me. Right, so now we have our next task. We'll bring this lady those arthropods, and maybe that will move us forward. And as long as we're here, might as well buy up a couple of things as well. We're going to make the pike ball useful by having 3 of them surrounding us. Homing rocket could be fun, but we'll wait on that for a bit. Let's go ahead and buy the bubble. And we're going to make our hair attack do a little more damage. That'll be enough for now. Alright, so we need to go to the west and to the east. Let's start by going west. Alright, so we're not going to go down that alcove this time. Instead, we're going to go west on the upper side, which is where she told us to go. And you'll notice that those stacks of luggage are gone now. That's nice, at least. So now we can use the Newt dash to get over here. Watch out for these muckmen as they jump out from the sea. And then in the next room... Oh. Yeah, there's nothing much to see here just yet, but we are going to have some enemies to contend with in this room. Watch out for birds who are going to bomb you from overhead. Super Pike Ball is good for taking them out because they don't have a whole lot of HP. Jumping helps. Right, let's try it again. And yeah, if you don't want to contend with the birds or the bombs, then dashing past them is a viable option. If the bombs are getting to be a problem, you can also use bubble to block them, as they will work on pretty much any minor projectiles that you have to contend with. Anyway, here's Bolo in his room. Seems like an awfully long ways from town, but hey, what are you gonna do? Bolo, what are you doing all the way up here? What, did you forget?
Huh?
Forget what? You and Sky got the room with the pool. Me and your uncle, we got this place. It's kinda cool. It stinks! You know what swims in your pool? Ladies! You know what swims in the pool over here? Ladies? Fluke worms! And I'm starting to think it's not even a pool! I don't even want to know what he's talking about. The water is thick and smells like mustard. And just call the pool cleaner over, he'll sort it out. I went for a dip, and when I got out, there was a thing on my foot. I put it in the trash can. That's a pretty shiny-looking trash can. Well, let's have a look inside. Hey, it's a smooth barnacle. Just the thing we were looking for. Nothing left in the trash can but orange peels and gum. If you happen to see a doctor, show them that thing from the trash can. I hope I don't turn into a gigantic throbbing pustule. Okay, I think we've heard enough from Bolo for one video, so what do you say we do a jump cut back to town? So after a quick refreshing dip in the bathhouse, we're ready to head to the east now and find the other arthropod form. We've already seen most of what's on this path, so let's just do a quick speed up to get us back to where we were. Okay, so now that we have our Newt ability, we can dash up to this wall and get this heart squid. Not to mention, see what's on the other side of this wall. We've got some frogs spitting up some sort of a projectile that appears to be noxious. All I know is you probably don't want to touch it, so avoid it, or block it with the bubble ability. And we can see some shininess in the wall here, so let's climb inside and claim the loot. And we've also got a scorpion gal here. Not really any item that helps out here, but similar to the blue crabs, they block up and down, so you need to attack based on the way that they are not blocking. And when they're charging up their sword, they leave themselves open to attack, so that's a good time to get some hits in. Inside here, well, we can't really do anything yet, so we'll come back later. And then as we head in this direction, we're going to find somebody sleeping on the job. Snore! Snore! So sleepy. Please no waking. Not feeling refreshed yet. Well, guess we'll just leave him to that then. We'll just head on over in this direction and, well, we can see exactly what we need here within the rocks. The lumpy barnacle. And this is indeed where we need to be. We can't go any further east than this. So that's both of our arthropod forms in the bag. Let's go ahead and head on back to town then. Okay, we're back and we've got our barnacles, so let's go inside and talk to this lady again.
Oh?
Oh, you brought me 2 arthropod life forms. May I have both of them? Well, that's what we brought them for. Thank you. Oh my, this is incredible. How could 2 creatures, discovered at wildly different elevations, have so many things in common? It suggests that the island itself has suffered a turbulent past. Perhaps volcanic activity caused the city to sink. As a result, the island was showered by strange rocks, which were belched skyward from deep within the belly of the earth. Rocks like this one. Oh hey look, it's the fusion stone, just what we were looking for. You can go ahead and keep that. Thank you for helping me with my research. And please pay a visit to the metal fish sometime. Will do. But now we've got more important matters to deal with. Oh, hold on. Is that a fusion stone? That's exactly what we needed. Are you ready to try merging our magic? Well, why not? Okay, hold still. Hey, I said hold still. And we got a D-pad. I mean the seer dance. Incredible.
I feel like dancing.
Our powers have combined. We are Captain... No, we're not doing that. The seer dance can reveal things that are otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Dance until you see the icon appear, then press left to activate the magic. Hey, I know. Why not try testing it in this room? So yeah, in addition to transformation animals that you can activate on the fly, we still have dancing abilities when you hold the topmost button, in this case X. Then we press left, we get a little image of the animal that we transform, and then we're right back to being Shantae. And with this particular magic, we can make things appear, like platforms and statues that you can break to get gems and maybe even some hearts. But as you can see, it does consume a little bit of magic every time you use those transformations. The other ones you can use pretty willy-nilly. Where in the world is Tree Town? I checked the west shoreline, but there's nothing over there. At least, nothing I can see. Hint, hint. So yeah, we're going to be heading over there real quick. Let me just go ahead and top off the magic. And let's head on over to the west coastline real quick. Okay, so here we are at the westmost point where we first met Plink. And as you can see, we couldn't really make any sort of an advancement here, but thanks to our new seer magic, that's not a problem anymore. Now we have magic platforms that will take us right where we need to go. Also kind of have to appreciate the way this platform is set up here, so that once you have the Newt transformation, you can't make it up here. You do need the seer to be able to make it. Anyway, we've got ourselves some, more of the area to go through, so I recommend having the bubble for this section because these little music note projectiles can be blocked by it. They are otherwise undodgeable because they pretty much home in on you. Makes it very hard to avoid them. Same for this room where we have the mermaid gals who fire bubbles at you. They can also be blocked by the bubble, or you can just kind of lie low while they do their attack. Once again, they'll keep jumping in the same spot every time. Take advantage of that. Do watch your magic meter, though, because, yeah, it can run out in a hurry. You can see I've already used up half of it in this one room here. Of course, you can get lucky like that and get a whole bunch of magic all at once. But just a couple of screens in, and we've already found our way to Tree Town. Welcome to Tree Town. The Hidden Island Village. I like lizards. What of it? Well, that's nice to know. Here's where Save Guy is. The chief would like to see you. He's waiting inside. Alright, well, let's go see what the chief wants then. I didn't know anybody was expecting me. Who are you? How did you find our village? I shaked my hips and made a few platforms appear. Oh, wow, almost like I'm actually talking to him. You are half genie. Same as my daughter Vera. My sweet Vera. I am certain that she was taken away by those things. For years, my people have been forced to hide. The things from down below. They fear the sunlight. But when the sun sets, they come to the surface. They hide inside the ghostly fog. Those who are taken, they never return. Go. Dance and have fun. Cherish the safety of daylight. My heart is with Vera. Well, he's kind of in a mood, isn't he? Maybe we'll come back later. We're still looking around in town, after all. Whoa! An outsider! How'd you find our town? Hip shake, platforms, isn't that how everybody gets here? I like flowers and trees. Yeah, you can see there's quite a theme going on here. But anyway, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and establish ourselves a warp point to this place. Here in the warp room. So now we have a platform that will take us to here, another to Arena Town, and then another to that lower left section in the underground. We'll fill it up a little by little. Heading in this direction, we have ourselves another little hut here, though I'm not entirely sure what it's for. Oh well, probably not important. We keep the sunken city sealed up, always. We fear the things that live down there. As a people, we take great pride in our dance skills. We also take great pride in our accounting skills. We have created a minigame based on one of the two. It's funny, because for both of those things, you'd have to be well-balanced. The dance parlor is open to all. Ready? Well, I guess so. Here are the rules. When the music starts, the turbulent hip shaking begins. Strike a pose and see if you can hit mask-shaped targets up above. Bigger masks mean bigger winnings. Show us what you've got. So yeah, normally you have to pay to play this minigame, but the first time you come here you get to play for free. It's because it's plot relevant. So the way this works, you automatically move left and right at varying speeds, and then you press a button to strike a pose and then make a star fly upwards towards the masks. Our goal right now is simply to hit all 10 targets, and we can use as many shots as necessary to do so. It can be kind of tricky to do so, considering that you move at varying speeds. Even though the star goes at pretty much the same speed every time, that was a generous hit there, but yeah. Sometimes you'll be moving left and right very fast, and other times you'll be doing it kind of slow, like now. And that can kind of throw off the timing of when you need to launch a star upwards. But later, when we come back to play this minigame, we have to try and hit all those targets with 10 shots, and that's what's going to win us that heart squid. But more on that in a bit. As you can see, hitting that last target can be a little tricky. You have to time it carefully. More so than that. You can look at this as something of a practice round. And yeah, you can win some gems here. You've got great moves. Let's talk. Those moves. You dance in such a weird and wonderful way. I sense true hope in your heart. Please, tell the chief he must worry no more. Okay. And you can't do any more dancing until you've spoken to the chief, so let's go ahead and go down and talk to him again. It is hopeless. I will never see my daughter Vera again. Just kind of scooted right into the frame there, no walking animation. I mean, I know we can't see your legs, but it was just kind of a funny way to enter the room. My chief! This young lady has proven that she carries true hope in her heart. There is a special joy to be found in her strange, wiggly movements. A joy that gives us hope for tomorrow. That transcends even strict content rating thresholds. But most of all, it gives us courage to face our fears. And speak in bold text. Okay, this game is getting too meta for me. I must go and tell the others. Smile, Chief. Smile for your daughter. That's all I had to say. She is right! I must not mourn my daughter. She is still alive. I can feel it deep in my heart. Young woman, thank you for this gift of hope. Please, take this. Oh boy, a useless object, just what I've always wanted. That is a useless object. It was a gift to me from my own father. I'm not sure if it was symbolic. I do not like it. It serves no purpose. But I believe that you will give it one. My heart goes with you. Wow, you're, too kind. But anyway, we're gonna go back and play that minigame now and see if we can win that heart squid. The dance parlor is open to all. So yeah, we have to pay 10 gems per attempt. But the rules are pretty much the same as before. So basically what we need to do is take out all of the masks in 10 shots. But of course we only get 5 shots per attempt. That's because we have to pay for a second set of 5 shots. And that's how we get the, quote, perfect game. You have to time this out very carefully, as I already established earlier. The first couple of shots are pretty easy because all the masks are up there and there's pretty much no chance that you're going to wind up missing them. But then when you get to the later 5, you have to start being a bit more careful with your shots, like I wasn't just then. So, this could wind up taking a while, but as long as you're making every attempt at this, you're getting some money as well. Of course, you could also wind up losing money when you keep missing like I am. Yeah, and sometimes the masks like to suddenly change directions on you, so you really have to be paying attention to your timing when you fire a star upwards. And there we go. You do get more bonus gems. The game will award you more bonus gems if you can take them out in shorter amount of time. But anyway, I'm not going to make you sit through all this, so let's just do a quick little reel here, shall we? No! Oh! Are you kidding? Whoa. Not! Oh! 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 What? I'm an idiot. Oh! Oh! Are you kidding me? Oh! What? There we go. So, if you can break all 10 with only 10 shots, then you will be awarded the Heart Squid. Well, that took a little while, but now we can finally move on. Oh yeah, as long as we're here, we might as well go take a visit to the item shop, because as it turns out, the items in the different shops in the different towns that you visit do carry some different items. For example, this is the only place where you can get a boomerang. So we'll go ahead and buy that. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and buy the magic saver. We'll reduce the amount of magic that we use. And we'll go ahead and buy an attract. That's all we're going to get for now, so let's go ahead and head back and see if we can find a use for our useless object. So we passed by this hatch on our way over to meet Plink, but now that we have a useless object, shapes on this useless object match the markings on this hatch. Use the useless object? Well, what else are we going to use it for? Here goes nothing. We can't pay the animators to show the hatch opening. So let's go ahead and jump in. Oh, I'm falling! So yeah, here we are in the mossy section of this area. Certainly is a bit overgrown here, isn't it? Let's start by going in this direction. In here, you can see some interactions going on with the floor here. We'll use our seer magic, and it's going to reveal some invisible enemies here, as well as a couple of items for us to collect. Yeah, they can be kind of annoying if you can't see where they are. And then we're going to have another blue lobster. Careful not to go into it like I just did there. There we go. And climb our way up, get ready for a couple of more mermaids. And at the top, we have another nugget. There's going to be another mermaid at the other end. Can take her out real quick. And make salmon out of her, apparently. I see you! Oh! There were two of them. Anyway, going down now. Let's go ahead and switch to our super pike ball. Because we're going to have a lot of small enemies here that we can dispatch pretty easily with this. Don't hang around in this area for too long, because these snakes are going to make things a little busy. But this is the direction we need to head in at any rate. Now we're back into the original part of the network of caves. And hey, look, it's Uncle Mimic.
Hello?
Eh? Who's that?
Uncle!
Shantae! What are you doing behind the wall? I've been looking for you ever since you fell from sight. You aren't hurt, are you? No, Uncle, I'm fine. Just a bruised bum, apparently. Good. Your heart is set on finding those missing girls, I take it. Well, I have something that might just help. There's an opening in the wall here. I don't see an opening. I'll pass it through. You got a handle. I got a handle on the situation, all right. That's a valve handle. Really, I didn't know Valve made handles. Folks have been using them to solve water-themed puzzles for years. Valve handle. It's tradition. If you say so. That valve handle probably operates some mechanism nearby. Thanks, Uncle. So let's go ahead and see if we can find that mechanism in question. Oh, and you guys can just get out of here. So back into the mossy cave we go. So we'll need to go ahead and make our way back up to the top. In case you're wondering what's down here, well, we can't really do anything in this direction just yet. So no point in fighting that guy. Use our super pike ball to clear a way up top. It's helpful, but you still gotta keep some distance in order to not wind up getting hit by them, because sometimes they can slip between the spike balls. So that can be kind of annoying. Anyway, we'll swim over here. We can see some light up on that platform, indicating that's where we need to go. And this looks like a pretty promising mechanism. Use the handle. And that's, sure enough, going to make the water level rise, allowing us to reach the platform. Careful of the enemies in this room. But pike ball is your friend, once again. And hey, it looks like we've got some more friends out looking inside. And they're gonna get spooked as soon as we walk in again. Also, somebody should probably do something about these, unsettling leaks. Last thing we need is this place being filled up with water. Excuse me, please. Hi, save guy. No, we're not gonna save yet. I just wanted to hit these jars. Maybe don't stand so close to them. Just a couple of little crabs around here, a couple of jars, and then when we head to the left, we have our next labyrinth discovered, and here's where we're going to go ahead and call it for now. So, thank you very much for watching, I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and we will take on the second labyrinth in the next video. See you then!